Hey guys, Brad One Kenobi here, and this is my channel. Today we'll be doing the 7.5 to 8.8 Lego AT-AT, which you can see right there. Alright, so this Lego set was $160 and it still is, but they are getting rid of it this year. And I recommend getting it. It's honestly one of my favorite Lego sets I have, besides the Star Destroyer and probably the Mos Eisley Cantina. It's 1,267 pieces, which is a good amount for that price. And honestly, this is one of the most realistic looking, movie accurate Lego Imperial sets that I probably have, besides, again, the Star Destroyer. Alright, so real quick, I'm just going to say Happy Easter, even though it's tomorrow. I'm recording this the 8th of April, but I'm probably going to end up posting this on Easter or the day after. Depends on how long it takes me to edit this video, because this is probably going to be one of the longest Lego videos I'm going to make for a bit, because it's a decent set. I'm going to try to make it more, detailed video about the AT-AT from the movies, because this is probably one of my favorite vehicles and weaponry from the Empire, besides the Death Star and the Star Destroyer. Alright, so real quick, there is a lot of characters in this, I believe 6. There's the Luke Skywalker, there's General Veers, 2 pilots, and 2 snowtroopers. But I'm only going to do one fact each for the Luke and General Veers, because, you know, they're the main people you want to know about. So for Luke Skywalker's fact of the day is a Force ability that it's probably one of the strongest abilities that he's used, and this ability is a rare Force ability that only light side people can have, and the last time it was used probably was in the Old Republic. It's called Force Light. Force Light's an ability that if you use it, you're going to shine in a golden light around you, and it's able to take away the dark side from an enemy that you are facing. And Luke was being attacked by some dark side people at the time, and he accidentally used it and it erased their dark side's ability and their evil that was in them. It's a rare ability, it's really cool. Alright, now for General Veers' ability, or not ability, his fact of the day. So there ain't much to know about Veers that I know of, but in the 4th movie, how he dies, I'm just part of the fact I'm going to tell you, but he has his own personal AT-AT. That's why he's in this Lego set that we are doing today, and it was named after him. I don't remember the exact name of it, but he had his own AT-AT, and then sorry about that. He had his own AT-AT that was named after him. I don't remember the name, like I said, but how he died when the Battle of Hoth, either it was from the cable wrapping around the legs, or a one of those rebel vehicles that they were using. I don't know why I can't remember the name. Shot through the glass, but basically he ended up dying from an explosion inside the AT-AT. Alright, so that, I love this vehicle. It's made perfectly. Has 4 guns. I'll get to that later. It's basically almost indestructible. It has 2 weak spots, which I'll go over when we go and see the Lego set, try to show you exactly where and how it goes. I'm going to show a lot of detail. I'm going to talk about a lot of detail. I'll show you the characters and then the speeder and all the fun stuff. So I'm going to go switch over and get to everything set up, and I'll see y'all here in a minute. Alright, see you in a few. And we're back, and the first character we're going to go over is Luke. So he did have a thermal detonator with him, but I misplaced it in one of my drawers. So he usually would come with that, a grapple hook, and his father's lightsaber. He comes in his pilot outfit, and that's what it looks like. At least the front of it. Here, let me just do that. There we go. The side, back, and other side. And what I do like is that it's not part of the helmet, the little eyepiece. It's actually a wrap around its head, a mold to its head, which I do like that. It's really cool. And you obviously got his blue lightsaber. I'll just put the helmet back on real quick. Oh yeah, and he has an anger face, or not anger, happy face with the glasses off of his eyes as well. For if you want that, and I will show you him. God, I'm sucking today with this helmet. I will show you him with his grapple hook in a minute. But yeah, that is Luke. And now we're going to go to General Veers. He comes with his little binoculars. Comes in his officer outfit. Pretty cool looking. And I don't think he comes with a nose. Nope, he does. He comes with a happy side of his face. Even though he dies in this scene of the movie. But that's General Veers. Now we'll go with the two pilots. So here's pilot number 1. Looks pretty cool. Comes with a little pistol. The back side. Then his face. He has looks like a clone face, just not as tan. Doesn't have a second side. Alright, that's clone pilot, AT-AT pilot number 1. And then I believe AT-AT pilot number 2 actually has, he has a happy face. So I like how they're not just having clone faces or same face, they change it up a bit. Then we have, let me put this helmet on real quick. The Snow Troopers comes with their little blaster. I love the detail on the outfit. You can see that it's really padded. And then her face, is that. Put her, I'll put her hood on later. All right. And I believe the face is different. Yep, this guy has a real tired looking face. Looks like he just wants to go home and take a nap. Alright, so that is our characters. Now I'm just going to line them up real quick. It also comes with a little land turret. So these things, how they would put them together is, hold on. So this part's supposed to be back on that, but what they would do is they would place this first and get tied to the ground. Then they would put this part here. Then they would cock it, and then they would start shooting it. It's a really good weapon against a lot of people. I believe this exact one was in the first Mandalorian season. When he goes to save Grogu and we meet Moff Gideon, they're shooting at the little bar. But yeah, that is the turret. I'm going to stop fiddling with it for y'all to see it. Alright, now I'm just going to put it over here. Now we're going to get the snow bike, speeder bike, whatever you would want to call it. It's pretty cool. It's obviously going to be white because they're on the planet Hoth, which is covered in snow, so want to be a little camouflaged. So we're going to go over some facts real quick. The snow bike or speeder bike, whichever you prefer, goes about 310 miles per hour, which, if you've seen in some scenes in Star Wars, and it's kind of common sense, if you crash into something, you're going to blow up. So you don't want to go the full speed, but if you're trying to catch something, you do you. And it comes with a little gun, which is, I'm guessing that piece right there. Normally the gun would be right there, right above it, because that's the little thing that's on the side, but I like that detail. But But yeah, that's the speeder bike. Now, I'm going to show the box real quick of what the Lego set looks like because, I know y'all are going to want to see it. Alright, and now to the actual Lego sets. Now we have the actual AT-AT. So, that's what the side looks like. The front. Other side. And the back. And there's Luke with his little grapple hook, which I can show you. I'm going to show you something real quick here in a minute. Let me get back over here. Alright. So first we're going to go over some facts with it. So the guns, which are in the front here, you can see that it has 4 guns. And if you watched one of my Jedi Fallen Order videos, they have different things. These 2 on the sides are the automatic ones, which are for like quick enemies or little people on the ground that you're trying to shoot. And then you got the big plasma cannons down here, which are powered by a battery. I hope y'all can see it. It's right here. That's what would power it. But yeah, these are for like the slow big enemies. Like if you see in my, again, Jedi Fallen Order, I shot that other AT-AT with it. Alright, so also something cool about this is the height on the AT-AT is 22.5 meters in height, and length is 25.9 meters in length. So this thing is huge. It's one of the biggest land vehicles in Star Wars during the Empire, in my belief, which is really cool. Then also the head. We're going to talk about the inside of it. So I'm going to real quick pop that open. And that's the inside. It's kind of dark. So the head has all of the controls for the weapon systems. The 2 pilots would sit where the 2 front controllers is. And the general or whoever's leading would sit right there and control the systems and all that. And also, like I just said, only 3 people could be up front. The 2 pilots and 1 other person, which is normally generals. Alright, so that's that part. And then also, I'm going real quick, since we're here, the how it looks around. So from left to right, it could go up to 90 degrees, and you could actually turn this. As you can see, it could go 9 degrees. Unfortunately, up and down, it cannot move. But in Star Wars, it could go 90 degrees up and down. And how to control Luke's little grapple right here. Pop that up. Has that. And you just push it up or down. And it will go down. And you can make it go up. Alright, yeah. Alright. Another weakness is the legs. Like you've seen in the Star Wars movies or shows, whichever, you could wrap a cable around it and it would make it fall over because these things are actually really clumsy if something trips them. But it's hard to trip them because the feet, these are padded down and it has the surrounding toes to be able to keep it walking down and all that fun stuff. Alright, now we're going to get to the inside. So another thing, were also used to transport up to 40 people. So how it would do, it would lay down, and these things would pop down and they would run off. But in Lego, you could also just, move them up, and you could do that on both sides. But yeah, it would lay down and have it down like that, and they would just run off of it to go fight the enemy. But yeah, that's the inside of it. Another thing, it could also hold up to 5 speeder bikes and even 2 ATSTs, which are the big walker things. Not these walkers, the 2-legged ones. But for the ATSTs, they would have to be taken apart, and this would normally have 2 rows. The top row would be for the heads. They would have the 2 heads with the cannons, and then the bottom would have the 4 legs. But yeah, and this side right here would be where the speeder bikes go, and you could actually, let me put these down real quick, pop these open. That's what it looks like. And you can put your little speeder bike in there like so. And it saves room for displaying, so that's really cool. And then you can just pop that there. And there you go. You have how you want to have for the ATST for display. You could also move the legs, but I wouldn't recommend it unless if you know what you're doing, because like I said, this thing is clumsy and you want to be careful because this is also fragile and you don't want to go and break it because it does take a bit to break. Or hold on, there's a ants. There we go. Alright, sorry about that. But yeah, you want to be careful. And how to carry it, what you want to do is just have your hand under the belly and you just pick it up like so. And it's easy to transport. Just don't trip and fall because you would break it and you'll be sad. But yeah, like I said, the weaknesses. Another, I think I already said it, but if you've seen the Rebel series, Rex, Wolf, and I think McGregor was the guy's name, and Cade and the rest of the Rebels were on their I can't remember the vehicle, the little Clone Wars tank thing. I'm hating myself that I can't remember it. They aimed and shot one right in the neck because this is one of the weak points, because if you shoot that, it'll collapse, the head will fall off and be destroyed because it won't be able to move and, you know, it's dead. Which I thought, when I saw that, that was really smart. Oh yeah, and that's how you get, speaking of neck, that's how you get into the head and the torso, or waist, whatever. You just walk through the neck because it's just a big tunnel. Easy access. But yeah, that is our ATS, or AT-AT, at whichever or you want to call it. It's really cool. Love the display. Like I said, it's $160, 1,267 pieces. Comes with 6 minifigures, a speeder, and a little turret, and obviously the AT-AT. I do recommend going and get it. It's a really cool display piece, and it's fun to play with as well if you want to do that. But yeah, I hope you all enjoy. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Please go watch my other videos. You will not regret it, except for a couple, if you don't like them, obviously. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment down below if you want to. Let me know what all y'all want me to do a video on. I had one more thing I wanted to say. Oh yeah, let's hit 6 likes on this video, and I'll do the Mos Eisley Cantina video, which is a really big Lego set, bigger than this, and way more expensive. So I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good night.